What's up, Broncos country? All right, orange and blue, are you ready to dive deep into what's going down with our Denver Broncos? Because, my friends, things are heating up at Dove Valley, and trust me, you're going to want to catch every detail. Today, we're talking about the most dangerous offense the Broncos have put together in years. But hey, there's a big issue on the horizon. This roster is overflowing with talent, and there's just not enough room for everyone. So grab a cold one, throw on that Broncos jersey, and let's break it all down with the passion only Broncos country brings. If you've been riding with the Broncos since the John Elway days, you already know what to do. Smash that like button and drop a "Go Broncos, my heart bleeds orange and blue" in the comments. Let me see that mile-high energy. Light up the chat. And of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we've got tons more coming your way. Let's get right into it. The Denver Broncos are building a straight-up firepower offense. Seriously, this team is shaping up to be something scary. Like, watch your back, NFL scary. Last season, our offense was already a machine, putting up over 20 points a game on average. And get this, we were the highest-scoring offense in the AFC West. That's right, Broncos country. Bo Nix, in his rookie year, outshined Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and the Raiders' rotating QB circus. Only 9 teams in the entire NFL scored more than us. That's top 10 talk, my friends. And now, with Bo Nix heading into year 2, expectations are through the roof. Add in a legit threat at tight end, and a running back who can easily hit 100 yards a game, and this offense's ceiling. Sky-high voluntary OTAs are coming up, May 27-29 and June 3-5, with mandatory minicamp kicking off June 10th. And yes, Courtland Sutton's gonna be there, even without a new deal. Broncos country, football is officially back. But here comes the drama. We've got too much talent, and the final 53-man roster can't hold everyone. Some cuts are gonna hurt, and I'm not kidding when I say some guys we let go could be starters on other NFL teams. Maybe even against us. So let's pull back the curtain and break it down, position by position. This might be one of the most competitive training camps we've seen in years. Let's start with the QBs. Last season, it was Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham, and another guy in the room. Sean Payton loves rolling with 3 quarterbacks to keep the competition sharp and the chemistry flowing, but with Davis Webb acting as a sort of bonus QB on the coaching staff, there's a real shot we drop to just 2 QBs this year. That would free up space for other positions. Sam Ehlinger, who's been with the Colts and Commanders, is fighting for a spot in OTAs, but the general vibe is Denver goes with 2 QBs to load up elsewhere. What do you think, Broncos country? 2 or 3 quarterbacks? Drop it in the comments. Now let's talk about the ground game. It's getting intense. Last year we rolled with just 4 RBs, and that hurt when Samaje Perine got cut and then lit it up for the Chiefs in the playoffs. Now, we've got Audric Estime, Jaleel McLaughlin, and new pickup RJ Harvey, almost locks. Tyler Beatty, who stepped up big in key moments against Tampa Bay and Buffalo before his injury, is fighting hard. And don't sleep on Blake Watson, Sean. Payton himself has been praising him. The big question, do we stick with 4 RBs again or go 5 to keep this talent? Broncos country, what would you do? I want to hear it. Now to the receivers. This group's a mix of big chances and tough heartbreaks. Last year we lost Tim Patrick to the Lions. He balled out in the playoffs and even scored a touchdown. We can't let that happen again. In 2023, we kept 5 receivers: Troy Franklin, Marvin Mims, Courtland Sutton, Divine Vell, and Josh Reynolds, who's now gone. This year, Vell, Franklin, Mims, and Sutton are pretty much locked in. That's already 4. Then you've got Pat Bryant, who's looking like a steal, and Trent Sherfield brought in to boost special teams. That already puts us over last year's number, and it doesn't stop there. We've got some undrafted free agents turning heads. Walken Davis, standing 6.4 of raw athleticism out of North Carolina Central, and Gerwan Newton from Toledo, who might just be the return specialist Denver's been needing for years. If even one of these guys makes the roster, we'll have 2 more receivers than we did in 2023. Someone's got to go, and yeah, that's going to hurt. So Broncos country, who would you protect? Is Sutton untouchable, or do we give the rookies a shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now on to the O-line. Things are getting serious. This unit was one of the highest paid and most productive in the NFL last year, and all the starters are expected back. But the battle among backups is heating up. Alex Forsyth's on thin ice after that blocked field goal miscue, but cutting him seems unlikely. Clay Webb and Xavier Truss, both out of Georgia, are names to watch. Webb's moved past some legal issues, and Truss was a key part of Georgia's championship line. Under Zach Strief's guidance, both have potential to crack the 53-man roster, but that means making tough cuts elsewhere. Is it worth risking them on the practice squad, Broncos country, or do we lock them in now? At tight end, we've got some exciting news. Evan Engram brings a dynamic receiving threat we haven't had in years. He's a lock. Adam Trautman is safe too, thanks to his connection with Sean Payton. Nate Adkins and Michael Burton are competing for that hybrid TEFB spot. Then there's the wild card, Caleb Lohner, former college basketball player with an athletic profile that's caught the attention of teams like the Patriots and Colts. If Denver doesn't keep him on the 53, chances are another team snags him fast. Payton might try the old trick of stashing someone like Burton on the practice squad and activating when needed, but it's a gamble. What do you think, Broncos country? Is Lohner the future, or are we overhyping? The reality is that 53-man limit is forcing some brutal decisions. Sean Payton is building this team with one goal, a Super Bowl run, and while that sounds like music to our ears, it comes at a cost. The tension is real. Do we load up on offensive weapons, or protect depth elsewhere? Payton's always valued versatility, which is why tight ends and running backs are central to his scheme. But a guy like Caleb Lohner, his potential's been compared to legends like Jimmy Graham. Keeping him could mean rolling with 5 TEs FBs, nearly unheard of in today's NFL. Is it worth it? On the offensive line, Garrett Bowles is still balling out, but he's no spring chicken. Webb and Truss are future pieces, but stashing them on the practice squad feels risky. Just think about when Tim Patrick ended up with the Lions. Still, stings. And at receiver, Waken Davis and Gerwan Newton are talents we do not want lighting it up elsewhere. So where do these spots come from? Cut a QB, trim the WR room, sacrifice O-line depth? These are the tough calls coming down the pipe. Now, back to the RBs, the only position group where there might be wiggle room, but even that's a stretch. Audric Estime looks like an RB1. Jaleel McLaughlin brings electric energy that shifts momentum instantly. R.J. Harvey's making waves, and Tyler Beatty, when healthy, is a beast. Don't sleep on Blake Watson either. Dude had monster numbers. In college, cutting any of these guys feels like a mistake that'll haunt us. So what do we do, Broncos country? Can we really keep 5 RBs? Payton's love for hybrid players makes things even trickier. Take Michael Burton. He's not just a fullback. He's a special teams ace, a crucial blocker in key situations, and a respected locker room leader. You don't just swap a guy like that for a depth receiver or an extra lineman without serious thought. That's the price of having a deep, talented roster. Success creates scarcity. Good players are going to get cut, not because they're bad, but because there's just no room. And hey, Broncos country, this is just the offense we're talking about. Once we flip the script to the defense, things get even tougher, but that's a conversation for another video. In fact, there's a full breakdown of the defense popping up on screen right now. Don't miss it. Before you go, I want to hear from you. If you were Sean Payton, where would you make the cuts? Who's untouchable? Should we stack the WR room, invest in TEs, or protect Bo Nix with more linemen? Let me know in the comments. This debate's going to heat up all summer long. If you like this breakdown, hit that subscribe, smash the notification bell, and drop a like. Let's show the NFL that Broncos country is the most passionate fan base out there. And as always, go Broncos.